All right, so here we are sitting at day 40 of an 80-day class, so literally at the halfway point. And we've got a lot of work under our belts so far. We've covered a lot of ground in the first 40 days, and we have a lot of ground left to cover. Mainly, there's kind of like three big topics left. And the three big topics, if you're watching my screen, I need to sign in to my Google here. Okay. Three big topics. Scroll down to day 40. Are as such. Well, it just had me logged in. Hold on. Okay, so now that I'm signed in, we've got authentication, which in short, you guys all know is logins. We're going to cover logins. As part of that, we're going to talk about these things called cookies and these things called JSON web tokens and these things called sessions. So there's a lot. I mean, this is a big topic. Authentication is a big topic. And then there's also authorization. And authorization, it's like, okay, authentication is, do you have an account on our website? And then authorization is, well, what can your account do? What are you authorized to do? So we kind of look at this week, and we're really just focused on authentication this week. We're not really hitting too much of the authorization until next week. And then, so these are two big topics that we have left to cover. And then, well, we got a really big topic, which is the front end. And as you've noticed, we've dabbled, in React, but we're gonna kind of dive deep into React, cover it as if you've never seen it before, cover it from beginner's point of view and just kind of focus on the front end for a little bit. And then really just final projects. So really, if you want to add a fourth one, we've got 40 days left, and we've got kind of four big topics that we have left to cover. And I did mention it earlier, but compared to where we were last year, when I taught this class last fall, we are exactly on pace. In fact, we're about a day ahead. So we're doing good as far as the pacing of the course is concerned. And so what's going on this week? This week, I'm going to lecture on authentication. So more of a traditional, just kind of covering some theory with you guys. Just covering the theory. Tomorrow, we're going to do a little bit more of a code along where I'll be focusing on writing code. You're welcome to follow along. You don't have to, but you can code along. And I've just been doing my little, what we're calling tail runner, where I'll bring in usernames and passwords and cookies and JSON web tokens into tail runner. So a little bit of theory today. We can look forward into the lab. The one assignment that's due this week is 0401. Okay, so that's really the only assignment that we have due. It'll be due on Sunday at 11:30 as normal. Lot of lecture today, code along tomorrow. The lecture today won't take 3 hours, I don't think. It'll probably take an hour and a half. So, we'll have a few, like an hour here and an hour there to kind of jump into the lab, 0401. And then we've got 3 straight lab days to work on 0401. And we got a couple lab days here next week for 0402. It probably will wind up being one hands-on test day, maybe 2. So I got to flesh out next week. So let's just kind of stay focused on this week. One assignment, couple lectures, and that's what's going on. Sound good? Yep. Questions, comments, concerns?